welcome to Area 15. Now, I've been promising this young man over here that we were going to do Area 15, and we have yet to do it of all the times we come to Vegas. So this time around, we bought tickets. We are making ourselves come here. We are going to be specifically checking out Omega Mart, some of the other attractions. Let's go to Area 15. For those unfamiliar, Area 15 is an experiential retail and entertainment complex located 1 mile west of the Las Vegas Strip. It houses several major experiential entertainment residencies and includes sculptures, art displays, as well as bars and restaurants. So this is our first time checking out Area 15, and there is so much to do in here. We did specifically get tickets to Omega Mart. There's already a lineup we just got here. I'm really excited to check this out. Omega Mart is an interactive art installation created by Meow Wolf and is one of the most popular attractions in Area 15. More to follow. Okay, so 2 really quick little, things to mention our first experience here. Definitely want to reserve in advance. Like, we bought our tickets a few days ago, and the tickets were, we picked a time slot. We got there, one of the earliest time slots we could, which was 12 o'clock. We got here around 12, and there's people trying to line up now to get tickets who don't have tickets, and the earliest admission is after 6 o'clock, so you definitely want to get your tickets in advance, or else you will be waiting quite a long time. It does seem like it sells out every day. We also got this additional, for $3 you can get this additional little card here, where you can become an employee basically, and scan this around. So we've been doing that so far, so you saw a little sample of that as well. So yeah, let's continue on looking at Omega Mart. It's moments like these I'm thankful I do not eat meat. Okay, so Cody somehow found a way to make a fun thing not fun by making this appointment at Omega Mart very seriously. We are going to the micro breakdown room. You see what's going on up there? I didn't know there'd be stairs.
The employee of the moment.
I like to thank the Academy.
What? The moment has ended.
As you enter the installation, you explore a supermarket with whimsical products where you can access various other areas and uncover a narrative. Every door or box of cereal at Omega Mart is a potential entryway into new worlds and artful revelations. So we went down a random hallway with like a bunch of different doors, a bunch of different areas to look at. You can see every room has something sort of different to kind of check out. I don't want to show you too much. I want you to experience this for yourself. It's really cool, but just to give you a bit of a taste. It features contributions from over 300 local and international artists and designers. These breathtaking installations offer enchanting spaces to wander. It's definitely a must-see immersive art experience for all ages. So it truly is like sensory overload. Every room's got something different. Lots of lights, lots of colors, lots of sounds. It's just a lot going on. Omega Mart is an example of an alternate reality game. It's the story of a family store turned supermarket. The overarching plot and lore of the Omega Mart universe is still being solved today, using various clues both online and clues present in the physical store. Bit of a workout. I would definitely suggest having something to eat and drink before visiting Omega Mart, as all the walking will work up an appetite. Although there are restaurants in Area 15, at the time of recording, there's nowhere to eat inside the Omega Mart installation, and there's no re-entry if you leave. There are drinking fountains scattered around, as well as a not-so-secret bar, Datamosh, which serves 8 specialty cocktails if you get thirsty. Alright, so after all that hard work we did in Omega Mart, we decided to get some cocktails from the bar here. We ended up both getting the same one, the source. This is going to have blue butterfly infused mezcal, Lillet Blanc, tarragon syrup, citrus, rosemary bubble. It's a bit of a drink and a show at $18. Delicious though. They love the color purple here, and so do we. Cheers. If you haven't noticed by now, Omega Mart is definitely not your typical grocery store. You never know what you're going to find simply by opening a freezer door, so make sure you explore every nook and cranny so you don't miss anything. And don't forget the Zalg, whatever that is. Omega Mart features custom-made products available for purchase, such as mammoth chunks, organic moth milk, nut-free salted peanuts, gender fluid, and plausible deniability, one of 3 brands of laundry detergent. Pinatas of the 7 Deadly Sins, designed by artist Justin Favela, are also available for purchase. Now stay tuned for my final thoughts. Whoa, you guys, sensory overload at AREA15. There's so much to do there. There really is. We only took part in the Omega Mart experience, challenge, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm really tired. We got there around 12. It's around 4 now. We just recently got back. We grabbed a quick slice of pizza downstairs from Secret Pizza in the Cosmopolitan, of course. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a really quick run through of our experience, any tips I can offer you guys, and yeah, let's get right into it. So number 1, get your tickets in advance. We actually bought ours about a week or so before we planned on going, and I'm so glad that we did, because honestly, it was so busy. We got there, I think one of the first time slots, which was about 12 o'clock. We got there just around that time. There was already lineups, and people were being told that we're trying to get tickets there, that the soonest time I think was 6:20. So from my understanding, it does always sell out. So if you do want to go, I would strongly suggest you book your tickets in advance. We also noticed, I don't know if this is always the case, but when we bought our tickets, we noticed that Thursday was about $5 cheaper for some reason. I don't know if that happens every week, but I would definitely encourage you, if you are flexible, to maybe pick a day that is a little bit cheaper. You know, it doesn't hurt to save yourself a few bucks. Now, I will also say this is not a cheap experience. Our tickets were each $49, and that was with the discount. I believe that there is another discount if you are a Nevada resident, so definitely look into that to see if there's any other ways to save money. I always try to scour the internet when I'm doing different experiences or shows or things like that to try and find the best price. It didn't seem like there was much in the way of discounts for this particular show. So if you want to go, you do have to cough up the money. If you do have any hacks, or if anybody else has any ideas of how to save a few bucks, definitely leave a comment below, help other people out, and yeah, save some money. The drinks also are not cheap. So our drinks, I think after tip and everything, came to close to $50. They were good. Were they $50 good? Debatable. Now, we did have fun. Cody did take part in the additional little challenge that you could do for $3. This is sort of like you go and scan your card, and it does sort of force you to walk around and, you know, to see all the exhibits and to play around on the computers and things like that. I know for me, I probably didn't wear the best shoes. My feet were hurting towards the end. There was a lot of up and down stairs and different rooms. I thought I was in like okay shape, but yeah, I am tired. My dogs are definitely barking. There also is a VIP experience that you can do, which does give you an extra like little clipboard of, you know, a scavenger hunt of tasks to do and things like that, which is kind of neat too. I am glad we finally did do this, because I know Cody's been wanting to do this for a long time. For me, I was always apprehensive, because as silly as it sounds, when I come to Vegas, I want to be part of Vegas. I feel like once we sort of leave the strip, I feel like I could be anywhere, if that makes sense. So when we went to AREA15, I mean, being from Toronto, there's a lot of those types of exhibits around, or, you know, experiential type places that I could have been anywhere in the world, right? So when I come to Vegas, I want to be part of Vegas. And I did find it did kind of take me out of Vegas, if that makes sense. So I was always a little bit apprehensive to do it, but yeah, we did have fun though. Would I do it again? I think I would definitely be willing to check out AREA15 again. I know there's, again, a lot of other things you could do. I wanted to do that thing where you sort of sit around a table and with a drink or whatever, they bring you up in the air, and I thought that would have been kind of cool thing to do. There's some other things. You could do the zip lining around there. There's a couple other bars, there's an arcade, some other fun things to do in there. As I said, we did just go for Omega Mart. Would I go and do Omega Mart again? I think if I was with somebody who had never done it before, and we, you know, maybe they saw it on like line, or they saw, you know, our pictures or whatever and said, hey, that looks cool, I'd be probably willing to maybe go again just for the sake of, you know, showing, you know, our friends and whatnot. Would I go again just for me? I'm gonna say probably not. Once I did it once, I think I was like kind of good. I know they are opening different rooms and different things within the exhibit. So like, for example, when we went there was a new room that they just opened that we did check out, and I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular to me, if it's the right room that I'm thinking it was, but you know, it's something new. For the location too, I mean, you're not miles away from the strip. I think for Uber it was around 11 or 12 bucks. It looks like they do have free parking on site as well, so if you are planning to drive, that's a good thing to note. But the rideshare area is very easy to access in and out, so it's pretty convenient, really. You also are very close to the strip. Like, I mean, you can literally see the strip from the parking lot, so you are pretty close. You're about a maybe 10 or so minute drive. It's not far at all. But is the spot right for you? I would say this is definitely a fun thing to check out at least once, especially if you've got kids. There was a lot of kids there. It did get very busy towards the end. You do have a lot of people running around, especially a lot of kids kind of running around, you know, when you're trying to go and do your own thing and you're walking up and down stairs and people are kind of getting in your way and stuff. I'd say after a while, I kind of got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm good, we can go now. I wanted Cody to finish his like thing that he had to do. I ended up taking over Omega Mart or something like that and helping some hackers or something. I wasn't really paying that much attention, to be honest with you, but he seemed to enjoy it. He seemed to keep him entertained, which is always a good thing. I think if you definitely have like kids with you, it's a good way to maybe get them to escape the strip. I mean, Las Vegas isn't as kid-friendly as it was probably in the 90s. It's probably becoming a little bit more kid-friendly again. There are some different things that kids can do here, but I mean, at the end of the day, I still definitely feel like Vegas is for us adults. Personally, I'm not gonna get into the whole debate of, you know, if you should bring your kids to Vegas or not, because like I said, there are definitely things that you can do if you do bring your kids. I mean, and I would also say that, I mean, obviously we're not kids, we're in our 30s, we still had a good time, we still had fun. Definitely something to check out at least once, as I said. So yeah, anyway, if I've forgotten anything, please do not hesitate to leave any questions below. If you have any additional tips that maybe you've experienced through going to Area 15, checking out Omega Mart, any of that stuff, definitely please leave them below as well. Really helpful to other travelers. It's also really helpful to me. Any interaction you have with my videos, obviously it helps with the algorithm, whether you're liking, sharing, commenting, etc. So would really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. It is completely free for you. Really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. There's a button right there in the corner. If you click on that one, you can subscribe, and I'd really appreciate it. I have tons of Vegas content already on this channel. I'm always updating new content. Usually it's my schedule is weekly, every Friday or so, depending on making sure, you know, I can get those videos out to you guys. But typically every Friday I do release new videos, so I would really appreciate if you consider subscribing. Once again, this is Daniel with SpotWright. Viva Las Vegas, Viva Area 15. It does not exist though. See you in the next one. Bye.